Martin Anselmi is the new Porto manager. Whatever you felt about his departure from Cruz Azul, and I myself went back and forth several times about who was right, Anselmi is the new Porto manager. He was unveiled today, but he spent a significant amount of his time in his introductory press conference talking about his departure from Cruz Azul. It was an ugly departure, and while he says he's still a fan of Cruz Azul, it's very clear that he is upset with the club. The club's upset with him. Like I said, I've been going back and forth about who's in the wrong here, and I've come to the conclusion that maybe everybody is. Cruz Azul could have been much more kind with Anselmi, allowing his departure, making it clear that he was allowed to go to Porto or not. Anselmi could have been better getting things from the club, although he said today, you know how these guys work, Cruz Azul fans, and they don't buy, you shouldn't buy what they're selling you, he said. And Porto, I think, could have been more professional as well. If they weren't going to play the full release clause, then they don't have a right to the manager until everything is done with the lawyers. Now they're sifting through everything, and I think Cruz Azul is the one kind of left to pick up the pieces, because while fans are angry at Anselmi and maybe frustrated with the club hierarchy, I think they're also afraid that the team isn't going to be able to be as good as they were under Anselmi with Anselmi's pieces. And these are Anselmi's pieces, these players that he asked to bring in. They fit a certain style, they fit a certain type of play, and if Cruz Azul isn't able to find a manager who fits that profile, who gets those players pulling in the same direction, then they might not be able to replicate the success they've had the last two tournaments, even though it didn't end with a title. What do you think? Who's in the wrong? Is it everyone like I think? Is it Cruz Azul only? Anselmi, Porto? Let me know in the comments and follow for more on Mexican soccer and the entire CONCACAF region.